Hello, Galactic family. If you are new to this page, my name is Andra, and together we're exploring the code, structure, and philosophy of the Dreamspell calendar, which is based on the ancient Mayan calendar, a system which is aligned with the cycles of nature and the galaxy that can help us free our mind from the distorted programs that govern human society. So, I've been asked by a few people over the years, what kin within the calendar am I most compatible with? For those of you who don't know, a kin is the smallest unit of measure in the calendar, equivalent to a day or a person born on a specific day. Each person, based on their date of birth, corresponds to one of the 260 kins within the calendar. If you're new to this, I recommend you watching the videos the structure of our kin and how our kin influences us for a better understanding of the kin. Otherwise, this video is going to be a little bit difficult to follow. Many people are under the impression that we are more compatible with a person that carries an archetype that is within our kin, either our guide, hidden power, complementary energy, or challenge, which isn't necessarily true. It can be true for certain people in certain relationships, but compatibility is so much more complex than that. For a period of time, I was also in this illusion that, if I find someone who's my challenge, guide, hidden power, complementary energy, that person will be the most compatible with me. And to my disappointment, that wasn't necessarily the case. Many times I feel that whenever I'm under the impression that I totally understood the calendar and its patterns, it surprises me and challenges me to always keep my perspective open and to not jump to conclusions. So I'm going to use a kin as an example for what we'll be exploring today. Let's say Red Solar Serpent kin 165. The Red Serpent is the main energy of our kin, guided by the Red Dragon, with the White Wizard as the complementary energy, Yellow Warrior as the hidden power, and Blue Eagle as the challenge. Technically, if we were to follow the narrative of compatibility with the other archetypes of our kin, we would say that these four archetypes around the main energy are those most compatible with kin 165. I want you guys to understand that above anything else, those four archetypes around the Red Serpent are within that person. They are entangled with the Red Serpent archetype and assist him to reach his highest potential. And yes, he can meet people that carry one of those four archetypes, but the nature of the relationship with them depends on very many factors. For example, our kin 165 might have challenging relationships with all of the signs within the kin, not just the Blue Eagle. And actually, sometimes he might very easily connect with people who are the Blue Eagle archetype, because it's all about how we personally connect with that energy in a specific moment, and also what the other person is connected to within themselves. If we are in the process of, let's say, connecting with our challenge, we can have very fruitful exchanges and friendships with people who carry that energy. If we are struggling to connect with our complementary energy, we might meet people who carry that energy, but with whom we don't really resonate. Or we might have challenging exchanges with our hidden power, which are meant to actually bring forth that energy within us. So what I want to highlight with all of this is that if a person carries an archetype that is within our kin, it doesn't make them any more or less compatible to us. And let's not forget about our Earth family, the group of kins based upon which we change signs every year within this calendar. Nothing is stationary in this calendar. Everything is moving and spiraling. So naturally, so do we. You can watch the videos, The Earth Families and The Earth Families Part 2 to dive deeper into this topic, but for our Kin 165, his Earth family, the polar family, in this family we have the white dog, the blue eagle, and the yellow sun. So every year for his birthday, he will cyclically move through these 4 signs of his family, changing the other kins around his main energy as well. So for example, the kin of the white dog would look like this, with the complement, the red moon, the hidden power, the blue monkey, and the challenge, the yellow sun. Or for the blue eagle, it would be complementary, yellow seed, hidden power, white world bridger, and red serpent as the challenge. And for the yellow sun, it would be complementary, blue storm, hidden power, red dragon, and the challenge, white dog. And the guide of each solar seal will always be the same color as our main energy. The guide changes based on the lunar tone. I explained how this works in the video, how to calculate the signs of our kin. Basically, by moving through the cycles of our Earth family, we end up connecting with all of the solar seals, because all of them are within us, more or less. Yes, our kin of birth is what we resonate with the most, but all of the colors of the rainbow are within us, and we can access each of the 20 solar seals if we choose to, which I feel makes the whole compatibility thing even harder to define, because we are never in a fixed form, and neither are the people around us. We are constantly moving, shifting, changing, and growing, as is everybody else. I've also been asked what happens when you are the same tone as the other person. And again, this can mean something, or it can mean absolutely nothing. Having the same tone as another person means that you are both on a specific wavelength. You are both on the same frequency. And this doesn't mean that you are any more or less compatible to them. It's like, the same musical note, but played with different instruments. And not all instruments are going to sound good played together. Over the years, I've observed so many relationships through the lens of the calendar. I've met people who are perfect challenges of one another, or people who are the same lunar tone, or people who are from the same Earth family, or people who are from the same chromatic, or people who are guides, hidden powers, or complementary energies of one another. Or I've met people who have no connection between one another that is obvious within their kin, and they still get along just fine. Because all archetypes within the calendar have all of these different invisible connections between them. If I sit down and analyze different kins, I'm soon going to discover that there are very many different connections between them, which again, I feel makes the whole compatibility thing even more harder to put in a fixed frame, and quite irrelevant actually. For example, if our red solar serpent would hook up with, let's say, blue electric monkey, its skin looking like this, with the blue eagle as the guide, yellow star as the complement, white dog as the hidden power, and red dragon as the challenge. So let me put the kin of the red solar serpent next to it so that you can notice the connections. The guide of the red serpent is the challenge of the blue monkey, and the guide of the blue monkey is the challenge of the red serpent. So even if there's no direct connection between the blue monkey and the red serpent, there is this connection between the challenge and the guide of the two kins. Also, the blue monkey is part of the cardinal Earth family, with the red dragon, white world bridger, and yellow warrior that serve as hidden powers for the different members of the polar family. I've laid them out as such, so you can see the hidden power correspondences. Hence, the hidden power of the blue monkey is the white dog, and vice versa. And the red serpent becomes the white dog every 4 years. And also the blue monkey becomes the yellow warrior, the serpent's hidden power, every 4 years. Another connection is that every 4 years, the red serpent becomes the blue eagle, the blue monkey's guide, and the blue monkey becomes the red dragon, the red serpent's guide. However, there is a way through which you can calculate the kin that two people have together. And I will explain this in the next video. And this ability to calculate the kin that two people share together, I feel that it's much more valuable than if the calendar would give us a fixed set of reference points through which we can find the perfect compatible relationship. I feel that many times the reason why we are looking for outside confirmations about our relationships and our interactions is because we don't fully trust our inner voice, which might guide us towards a specific person. But the heart knows. The heart knows who it needs to interact with in order to grow. Relationships are an incredible way through which we can grow, we can notice our patterns, we can understand them, and we can transform them. And I've been saying this throughout my videos. Growth is a very difficult process, sometimes even painful, but not as painful as remaining stuck in the darkness of our inner world. And human attraction is so complex. The people that we are attracted to them because of the fact that they can help us in our growth process. Sometimes we can see our own patterns and problems reflected in our partner, or sometimes they might reopen old wounds so that we can understand and accept those wounds and how to heal them, or they might bring to the surface something that we have been repressing. I was a person that used to repress her anger, and I kept attracting angry partners. So our relationships and the people that we are attracted to, especially if we are attracted to the same type of partner, are an incredible way for identifying and working with those patterns. The idea is that all our relationships, whatever shape or form they come in, and especially those challenging relationships that push us to be in our truth, our integrity, and our authenticity, and push us to release our old wounds, traumas, and distorted perceptions, are in our life for a reason. So my advice for anyone trying to find the right person or the perfect partner, trust your heart. It will lead you where you need to be to grow. It might not be towards your soulmate, or it might be, but it will lead you to the exact person that will catapult you into your growth and healing process, one way or another, so that you can come one step closer to being whole. And I end today's video by letting you guys know that I have another online workshop coming up at the end of May about understanding the 13 lunar tones and the 20 solar seals. It will be a 20-hour workshop divided over 3 Gregorian weekends, where we'll be diving into the light and shadow aspects of the archetypes of the Dreamspell. The workshop is starting on the 22nd of May, Kin 159 Blue Electric Storm. This workshop is for people who are already familiar with the codes of the Dreamspell but want to dive a little deeper into how they can interpret the meaning of each archetype. Registration is needed in order to participate, and you will find the link to the event in the description of this video and all of the details about how you can register in the event. So, as always, any questions you might have about the Dreamspell or the workshop, or if you're interested in discovering more about yourself through a galactic signature decoding session, you can send me a message either on my Facebook page or on my email. Until the next time, wishing you a playful day. In Lak'Ech.